Welcome back to the I Feel Like Rhyming podcast. KevMac's here, and this is the coolest podcast you've never seen yet. And obviously you've never seen it yet because I'm slowly progressing to 0 views. I know I'm putting out a lot of videos and everything, so it's kind of a video overload. They're a little long sometimes. You know, at least I had like 85, 86 who's kind of on my first video, and you know, I've gone steadily down since then, you know, and not a big deal, I think. Let's look on the bright side here. Let's look at the pros. You know, that's a boring story if I'm just successful from day one and I find immediate success, blah, blah, blah. No, you gotta have some hardships, you gotta have some troubles. Just think of my behind the music, the KevMac's behind the music. I can sit here and say, you know, I had no views. I saw those videos on YouTube. It said no views. And it was almost shattering, and I wanted to give up. But I persevered, and I moved on. And I got better, and I never gave up, and never let any of the doubt put me down. I kept going and got through it and triumphed. That's a hot behind the music episode right there. So you need some, you need some obstacles, you need some hardships and troubles. So everyone who is watching, thank you very much. I can't thank you enough. I love you, and we're gonna be on this journey together till the end. All right, let's get into the news. All right, first story. Young Thug was arrested at a Dave & Buster's in Hollywood, California. Apparently it was his birthday and album party. I didn't know Young Thug had an album release coming out, but apparently Young Thug has a new album coming out. This was a listening party at Dave & Buster's, of all places, which I'm not going to down because I've been to a Dave & Buster's in Los Angeles, actually. It's the only one I've been to. And Dave & Buster's is awesome. I mean, it's incredible. The drinks are like, I think, 5 cents or something for mixed drinks. And, you know, they have pretty decent, pretty good burgers. They have pretty good food, and, you know, I had burgers, fries, mozzarella sticks, all that shit's good. The games are awesome. I mean, it's like, you know, being a kid again a little bit. You get to play a bunch of arcade games, basketball shoot, the frickin' skee ball's my shit, you know, my duck pin bowling has. But Dave & Buster's is awesome, so especially those old arcade guns where you cock the gun again, the shotgun. Fucking Dave & Buster's is awesome. So Young Thug had his birthday party there and his album release party, and he was arrested on suspicion of carrying a concealed weapon. He posted $35,000 bail a few hours later and was released. And it says that Los Angeles police sources said the rapper and someone who works with him have been the focus of an ongoing weapons investigation. So when Young Thug tweeted he would be at a private invite-only party at Dave & Buster's, investigators put together a last-minute operation to take the rapper into custody, and police said weapons were recovered. So this is pretty crazy. There was a weapons investigation into Young Thug. That's pretty serious. And they immediately took him into custody when they found out where he'd be. That sounds really serious. The $35,000 bail is relatively low. That usually means you're pretty good. Your chances of going to jail are lower. If you're like 50,000 or above, you're in trouble. If you're 100 grand, it's like you're at least seeing some time in jail. I mean, 35,000 isn't that bad for a weapons investigation on having weapons on him, but I don't know. I guess we'll find out more about this. I literally just read about this, so that's crazy though. Weapons investigation into Young Thug and found weapons doesn't seem good, especially in California. I know they have strict gun laws out there, so we'll see what happens with that when more comes out. All right, Juvenile is back. If you remember Juvenile from the Hot Boys, you know, Back That Ass Up, everyone knows that song, I feel like, no matter what age you are. Juvenile was a big a big artist back when I was coming up in the rap game and looking up to different artists and things. I remember my brother having a Hot Boys CD and like Lil Wayne 500 Degrees or 300 Degrees, one of the degrees. But yeah, I mean, I got listened to Hot Boys. I used to like Turk a lot. I mean, even that group of Manny Fresh and Birdman and all that was good. But Juvenile was involved in all that, involved in Cash Money, everything. He had a couple hits besides Back That Ass Up. He had that Say Ha or Ha song was good. A few more. He was definitely bubbling, you would say now. He was popping. But I don't know, he went away real quick and he left Cash Money. And just as quick as his career seemed to be on top of the world and had all the promise in the world, he goes away. Kind of like a Rich Homie Quan, I'd compare it to. Remember Rich Homie Quan? A little bit? Or Fetty Wap? That's kind of how Juvenile's career was. It was like really huge. He was like on top of the world, had hit records, blah, blah, platinum. And then all of a sudden he just disappears that fast and is forgotten. Cold as ice. Almost never to be seen from again, like a fucking myth or a legend. Like, you know, I remember that Juvenile guy. It's like urban legend told down to people, but told down from generation to generation. But Juvenile's back with another song. It's called Just Another Gangster, and it features Birdman, which is interesting because I thought they had a fallout. I thought that was the reason why Juvenile left Cash Money was because of Birdman. I thought they didn't like each other anymore and all of them were beefing. Lil Wayne was beefing with Turk and Juvenile and all. But I know Lil Wayne got back with, you know, made up with Manny Fresh and Turk and all them, so maybe Juvenile made up with Birdman too. Now that Lil Wayne and Birdman are cool, so I don't know. But check out Juvenile and Birdman, Just Another Gangster. It's actually a really good song, so hopefully Juvenile makes a return. I'm really here for that. And next, I got everyone's been giving me, you know, artist suggestions, and I've been looking them up, I'm listening to them. Like someone told me about IDK. I really like him. I forget the song they told me to listen to. I've just been listening to a bunch by him. I really like him. Mozzie, I've been listening to. Sue Surf. Sue Surf, my friend Shane told me about, and I've actually really started to like it. He's real lyrical. He's real good. I'm surprised. I'd always heard that name in the underground a lot, so I know he's buzzing in the underground. And he's never really burst into the mainstream, but he definitely has the talent to and the ability to, so we'll see how that goes. I could see him being a big figure in a major label, making a big album and everything. Check out Sue Surf, Zilla Boy Killa, listen to Young Nudie, Stunning for Vegas. I've heard a few songs by this guy. Forget who he's a feature on, but definitely he's been making some noise. I keep seeing him around, so check out Stunning for Vegas. Lil Durk I've been listening to more. I wasn't really a big fan of Lil Durk in the beginning. For some reason I just wasn't a fan of him. The same way I wasn't a fan of Meek Mill or like 2 Chainz. I wasn't a fan of it first, Future. There's a lot of people that just grow on me slowly. I just gotta listen to them more and more. And that's kind of how it is with Lil Durk, because I definitely didn't think I would like him, and I'm definitely starting to get into his music a little more and more as I hear more. And Fredo Santana, he just came up because I was listening to Lil Durk and that whole drill music scene. I loved all that. I love that Take Hey shit, and he modeled after drill music. And I don't know if drill music died with Slim Jesus, but that was probably a hit too. Like, you know, Slim Jesus can fucking rap. I don't know if you listen, Slim Jesus has got some bars, okay? You cannot deny Slim Jesus has some bars. Just listen to him. There, that pop the 40 in like a toaster or something. Slim Jesus. A lot of you rappers aren't fucking with Slim Jesus out there. A lot of you rappers ain't got nothing on Slim Jesus. No, I'm just kidding, but I love that the whole drill scene and all the music videos, all of that. You know, Chief Keef, all that whole Chicago style rap was real cool. Fredo Santana, I mean, he's died of an overdose now, but there's still most of the artists are around. I mean, there's so much gun violence. Some of them have been lost. You know, but I feel like the whole Chirac, the whole gun violence is really tapering off. It's really died down. You don't hear about quite as many killings and everything, so that's good. Because there's really talented artists in Chicago. I really love that drill scene, and I hope it stays strong and keeps going further and further, because they're really talented artists out there in Chicago. Obviously, a lot different from the Kanye West and the Commons and even the Chance the Raptors, the people who used to come out of Chicago. This drill scene is completely different. That's what I like about it, man. The drill scene is really cool, man. Really cool. I've been listening to Buddy a lot. I've been listening to Buddy for a long time, though. But I've just been noticing him in some YouTube videos and things. He's getting a little bigger. I think he might have signed a major label deal. I think he signed with Interscope, I'm not sure. But Buddy is definitely an artist that I see is going to probably get pretty big. I can see him. And this next artist, Roddy Ricch, was the same way. I could tell he was going to blow up. It was only a matter of time, and he has now. And now he's getting huge. He's preparing for his big first album rollout and debut, and I'm really excited for that. So I've been listening to Roddy Ricch a lot lately, watching interviews. He's just a cool guy. He's a Crip. I didn't know that. I didn't know he's from Compton. I didn't know all these things, and so that's cool. I think Buddy's from the West Coast too, but Buddy has a different kind of, this is not as much gangster rap as, he had a lot of songs about like acid and tripping in his last album. His last album's really good, like almost a classic in my mind. I forget the cover, it's like a gold cover with like a family portrait photo on front. But that album is terrific, and yeah, Buddy's got that different style, like a Chance the Rapper almost. It's like a different style of singing, and like, but he can still rap, and is real lyrical. I really like his style. It's different. Everything is different. It's a breath of fresh air nowadays. I like Flip De Niro has a new song, Time Goes Down, his second single. The music video's out. Check that out. Flip De Niro's from New York, I believe Brooklyn, and you know, he's really this next generation of New York rappers. I'm not real big on Sheck West. Not really a big Sheck West fan, especially after the whole controversy with him beating Justine Skye. If you haven't heard of it, Sheck West used to beat the shit out of Justine Skye, his girlfriend. She's like a YouTube personality and an artist, I believe. She's like an R&B singer, and I don't think she's a dancer. I'm not sure. I think it's an R&B singer, but there were photos of that she got beat up. She had a black eye, this and that, and we thought it was Sheck West because they were dating at the time, but just recently Justine Skye tweeted out some things confirming it was Sheck West, calling him an abuser and beat the shit out of her. That hit Justine and her friend went out for a walk, and Sheck West and his friends followed them in a black tinted Suburban for blocks and had them screaming at him and all this. And Sheck West didn't get out of the car or anything. And there's a video Justine released of Sheck yelling her name into a window and then jumping over the fence, breaking into her house. So it seems pretty real and believable. So I'm gonna take her word for it on this one, and I'm gonna hold off on liking Sheck West. I don't like that first single anyway, so whatever, fuck him. But check out Flip De Niro, Time Goes Down, the new single. He's definitely gonna help get New York back on top again. Alright, so I wrote down IDK, the Trippy Red freestyle I liked. Duke Deuce, try out Duke Deuce. I think he's a quality control artist. I think he's a new quality control artist. So everyone from Quality Control seems to be huge smash stars, and it seems like you're bound to succeed if you're in quality control. You can't fail. I mean, it's Cardi B, Migos, Lil Yachty. That's all I know at the top of my head, but they're all successful. They really, the Migos, they're made fun of in that SNL sketch where they have a music video where they go to therapy and shit, and Kenan Thompson plays one of them. Also said he didn't like that because that's not how they really are, and I believe them because they're really smart guys. I mean, they know what they're doing. They make their money, so I think they're looked at as not too smart to people who aren't really paying attention to the music industry. Because the Migos, started a whole new wave of rapping, changed the style of hip-hop music entirely pretty much, and are just still winning, making right decisions, haven't made any major slip-ups or any of that, and are just seem to be making all the right moves. And they're huge artists right now, pretty much on top of the game. We could have that argument that they're possibly the most successful rap group of all time. I don't know about the best or the best lyrically or whatever, but you could argue they're the best rap group of all time, for sure. Me and my friend had this argument. I said Wu-Tang Clan, but that could be seen as more of a collective, but let's say Wu-Tang Clan I feel like is kind of respected as one of the best groups ever, and Outkast certainly. But Migos has definitely cemented their spot right on top with those guys. I don't think they've taken over Wu-Tang Clan yet, but they're right below them. They may have taken over Outkast in my mind, being from the north. I'm sure a southerner from Atlanta would say completely different, would say Outkast is in front of them, might even say like Boys in the Hood or someone. But Migos is from Atlanta too, so I don't know what they'd say. If you're from the South, write down below in the comments who you think the best rap group is of all time. Maybe I can make a podcast just going over rap groups. I wanted to do one on female artists, the evolution of female artists in rap. So maybe the evolution of rap groups would be good to look at. I think Migos is definitely on their way to being the best rap group of all time. They're not there yet, but I think they are on their way. Nebu Kiniza, I've heard a few songs by this guy. He's real good, real woke, real introspective, so I gotta find out more on him. Definitely check him out. This is the name right here. It's tough spelling, I know. Let's see. Sauce Waka, because there's a Young Thug and Sauce Waka beat where over Instagram, of course, because that's where beats are nowadays. Sauce Waka said it's on site, he sees Young Thug, but nothing will ever happen, but it's kind of like a basketball game when they go to fight. Kind of like, oh, you want something? Here, hold me back. The whole, that guy wasn't fucking holding me back. I would've, what I would've done. I wouldn't even have to tell you what I would've done. That damn rat and those 3 teammates I told to hold me back have to just hold me back. So, that would beat your ass up. You just go hand, cough this thing. But it never happens, a lot of talk, a lot of doing that, never materializes. So that's kind of what's going to happen with Sauce Waka again. But so I started to listen to Sauce Waka. He's alright. I'll have to listen to more to get a full analysis on him. I already said Pimp P. I know the name's crazy, but I swear he's actually really good. He's really checking out. I'm just starting to get into him. I saw him in a No Jumper vlog a while ago, and now I'm kind of starting to listen to him. G Herbo is another one I'm starting to listen to, and he's been buzzing for a while. Everyone who knows hip-hop knows the name G Herbo. He's been around for quite a while now, but I'm just getting into him and just kind of starting to listen to him. I like Benny and Butcher and Style P and Jada Kiss. It's called Driver's Seat. It's by 38 Special. And that's a really good song. So it'll be a song I would recommend, daily song recommendation. Start doing that with song each. That would be the one today. 38 Special's Driver's Seat. Check that out. Alright, some secondhand. Secondhand is SEKKOND. Secondhand is a recovery rapper. He talks about recovery and his rhymes. It's literally about going to meetings and praying to your higher power and talking to your sponsor. It's literally songs about that, but he's got a song called Drugs Will Kill. But the song, I follow this recovery center page, and his song came up in the middle of my YouTube video, and it was the song that was just tremendous. It didn't tell me the name. I had to switch to his page, but I couldn't find that specific song. But now I definitely if you're in recovery like me, or you just like inspirational music, or you want something that really uplifts you, really empowers you, it motivates you to just kick ass each day, it does. It motivates and determines you and inspires you. That's why I love it. I need all the help I can get in my recovery, so this music now, there's a lot of hip-hop recovery acts, more than you'd think. So if you like hip-hop and you like recovery, then you should check them out, search for them. It's worth it. It's really will help you out. Definitely if you're depressed or feeling down that day, or you got switch to using, or just pop on a secondhand song, and I think give it 15 minutes, like say, and I think you'll be over that craving, and things will be better. So definitely check out secondhand and music. And the big story that's kind of, all over the place right now is YBN Almighty J got jumped and robbed of his chain. Apparently this is the second time YBN Almighty J has been robbed. But this video is on TMZ and everything. YBN Almighty J is running for dear life down the street. He apparently got jumped. They thought it was by another rapper, some rap beef he was in. But he got jumped by 5 or 6 kids. They smashed a bottle over his head to start. His face was all cut up, and they started to, beat him and kick him, and they ripped off his chains and jewelry. And thank God YBN Almighty J escaped and, ran the video as him bolting down the street. I don't know why this person who's taking the video isn't helping him or anything, but he's lucky to be alive. Really, getting jumped is no joke, especially by 5 to 6 kids on one. And if this is his second time getting robbed, then I think it's time that he gets security. He's a well-known enough rapper. I think he can afford security. Especially if Skinny from the 9 has 2 or more huge security dudes. I think YBN Almighty J can afford it. He's way bigger than Skinny from the 9. And like I reported before, I thought it was funny at first, because it's just karma. It's just irony that YBN Almighty J and his dudes, they didn't jump Skinny from the 9. They just came up to Skinny from the 9 while YBN Almighty J was talking to him, and his dude pushed him into the car, or the backseat of the car, looks like, and took his chains and jewelry, and then they all ran off. But, he didn't jump him or hurt him or anything, but it is irony. It is kind of karma that a few days later he gets jumped and robbed of all his jewelry and chains. So, it's just karma. I believe in karma, and everything happens for a reason. I'm real big on that stuff. So, this happens for a reason, I guess. But I don't want to see him get hurt anymore, so hopefully he's learned his lesson. And, you don't want to lose your chains and stuff. Just get security. You don't need to be tough. A tough guy walking the streets alone anymore. So just get security. Alright, next up, I was watching something on hip hop artists in sports. So it'd really be basketball players in hip hop. And Iman Shumpert, if you guys know, he's played for the Knicks and the Cavaliers and everything. He is hard. I mean, he can really rap. Damian Lillard can, there's a few others that can, but he really can actually rhyme. Actually can make a good song too, good lyrics, everything. So check out Iman Shumpert if you're into. I know basketball players don't have a good past record in rap. For example, Allen Iverson and Kobe Bryant. Shaq. Shaq was actually good with Bushnickens or whatever. I mean, Shaq was actually good sometimes. So I can't. Let me rephrase that. Shaq was alright. What about Kobe? Lonzo Ball can rhyme a little bit. He's actually not too bad, but he's just a cornball. But Iman Shumpert's actually really good. So check him out, or Damian Lillard. And the guy from the India, Victor Oladipo. He can actually sing. He can sing his ass off. Check him out, sure. Next up, we got Lil Pump's music video, Be Like Me. I was just writing one day on how I feel like he's actually maybe paying homage to Eminem with that video. With the whole, the way it's shot. I was watching The Real Slim Shady by Eminem, and they shoot it the same way down the hallway, the same lighting, the red lights and the bright lights, and all the, clones of them to the side. It's very similar, actually. They're all in the same kind of rows. It's kind of a similar concept, and I was just thinking how maybe Lil Pump's actually paying a little homage to Eminem, or he's just stealing ideas from Eminem, which is probably more likely than stealing his ideas. Because nowadays it seems like everyone is no longer condemned for biting styles. You actually sell more and are more likely to bite some styles. So maybe Lil Pump just got the idea from Eminem's Real Slim Shady video and just ran with it and stole it. But I'd like to think he's paying homage to them. Just watch the two back to back, watch Lil Pump Be Like Me and Eminem's The Real Slim Shady, and tell me if you think they're similar or he's paying homage or what. I think they're directly correlated. I think he's not paying homage, he's definitely stealing some ideas. Alright. So I talked about Sue Surf, I'm talking about twice. Lil Uzi Vert, I've been listening to a lot lately. I know he said he's quitting music, he deleted his album, I think he deleted it twice now, and then he got back in the studio, and then deleted it again. Then he's doing music again. I'm grinding, I'm so rich, and my life's so tough, I just can't handle this fame and money, and getting able to do whatever I want, whenever I want. It's a tough life. I can't down any depression people or whatever, but Lil Uzi Vert, I know he's in a record label dispute, but he just seems to complain too much for me. I mean, you're still rich, life's still pretty damn awesome. You can have the ability to buy anything you want, so I can't feel too bad for him, but I just got into his old music. His old music's actually really good. My ex-girlfriend got me onto Lil Uzi Vert, made me listen to it, and he's actually a lot better than I gave him credit for. I didn't think he was that good hearing his newer music, but he's actually a very really talented artist, so that's why I guess millions of people like him. So I'm interested to see when he puts out this new album, how good it'll be. Haven't heard anything new from him in a while, just a lot of features. He does a lot of features, but his music is better than I ever thought, so I'm actually looking forward to his new album, so I'm excited for that. And you haven't listened to Lil Uzi Vert, his old music, and you just think it'll be bad and don't want to give him a chance, you should give him a chance. You should try it out. You might be pleasantly surprised, actually. Let's see. The new Juice WRLD album is terrific. Actually, on second thought, I said I'd listen to it a second time, and it is one of the best, most easily listenable, and best album I've heard in 2019. He did good with this album. I don't even know what I was thinking about on the first listen through, but it's definitely a terrific album. You can listen to every single song. Every song is practically good. There's a couple that I don't like so much, but you know, the singles, Hear Me Calling, and all that empty highs and lows. I have so many. I like pretty much every song. He definitely did a great job. It's a terrific album. Definitely get that new Juice WRLD album. It's not just all depressing stuff. I swear there's some happy stuff in there too. Yeah. Alright, here's some artists I'm listening to that I think you should check out here. I'm going to write the list right on the side here. Trapo, Lil TJ. Listen to his song Brothers. I'm really up on Lil TJ. Really listened to him a lot lately. I think he's really going to make a lot of noise in 2019. He's going to become a much bigger artist than he is right now. So look out for him. Lil Tracy, I think is going to become a much bigger artist. I know he's got a real cult underground following, and I think Lil Tracy might make a pretty big move this year. I think he's got a lot of talent. I actually really like him. He's really grown on me. So check out Lil Tracy. Saw Baby, I think you would pronounce that. Let's see, the Pure Water, Migos, and DJ Mustard song. DJ Mustard is an awesome producer and beat maker and all that. DJ Mustard is really underrated. I mean, I know on West Coast he's huge, but over here you don't hear much DJ Mustard. And that new song, Pure Water with Migos, is fire. Check that out. I wrote down 67. I don't know if that's an artist or not. Now I forget. Sometimes I listen to these artists, I can't remember exactly what I was writing later. Is that an artist? Some of these names are just so weird. It's like, is that an artist or a typo on my screen? Should I autocorrect that, or is that actually an artist? So, who knows? Rather than I was listening to some 21 Savage, but you know, who doesn't listen to 21 Savage nowadays? You're missing out if you don't. He'll come kill you if you don't. Alright, but that's about it for this news segment. Guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate all of you who do watch. I'm just joking about the no views. I don't care. I mean, I'm just doing this for fun for me. It makes me happy. It's the happiest I've ever been. So I don't care if nobody watches these videos at all. It could be 0 views for every single video I make, really. It just makes me happy. It makes me more comfortable in life, higher my self-esteem, and it makes my editing better and gives me a reel for jobs and for, you know, my future career back as a video editor and back where I want to be. So I'm just doing them for my own practice and my own, you know, just my own mental health and state, and it's just improving everything. So I thank you guys who do watch very much from the bottom of my heart. This is the I Feel Like Rhyming podcast, coolest podcast you've never heard. This is KevMac, and I'm signing out. Peace.